Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2025 NBA Draft reaction. Now, last year we did a reaction to the 2024 draft, and this year we're doing one to the 2025 draft. We're going to make this a yearly thing, and what I plan to do with this is, in a couple of years, I want to look back at me reacting to the draft. So I'm going to react to me reacting to the draft of that year, and we're going to see what I thought of these players. You know, they're going to be more established in the league. We're going to know their names. Maybe some of them will be household names. But yeah, you know, before we start, got a couple things to address. First of all, I got the traditional Pop-Tart. We're back. But yeah, I won't lie to you guys. I did see the first three picks. I watched them live. But, you know, I just reacted to this video, and I made it to like the 15th pick, and I noticed that it wasn't recording, so I got about 15 picks spoiled, or 12, if we're not counting the first three. So without further ado, let's get into it.
With the first pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Cooper Flagg from Duke University.
Cooper! Great fit for the Mavs. A lot of people were saying that. Is it a coincidence that they trade good and then they get the first? A little sus, Adam.
A young man from Newport, Maine, sharing his childhood
But, you know, the
dream,
thing that I like about the draft, I'm not going to be pausing it because we're going to try and power through the draft, and then we're going to be looking at the draft list, and we're looking at the trade. Because I really want to know the specific fits for each guy.
With the second pick in the 2025 NBA Draft.
If there's any other big trades that went down, because I know Jaylen Brown possibly could have been traded. He was in trade talks. Derek White was in trade talks. So, yeah. And this is the Chaz NBA. The other draft was an hour long. We're not watching that. We're watching the 14-minute one. So, we'll get to that afterwards. But, yeah, let's power through this. Give some reactions. Let's go.
The San Antonio Spurs select Dylan Harper from Rutgers University.
I was saying with this one, it's interesting that they picked Dylan Harper. Like, okay, they got another guard.
The 19-year-old
they got Dylan
Harper out of Rutgers.
They got the Fox Axel. Now you get Dylan Harper. What is rotation going to look like?
Knows this process and stage well. Dylan's mother, Maria, who he's very close with, coached him from kindergarten to high school.
With the third pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select VJ Edgecombe.
It's a great fit. All right, it's a great fit.
Need to run Windows on your Mac? Parallels Desktop makes it simple to integrate.
Bahamas and Baylor University.
Sharing a hug with his mom, Bendra. What a moment for this family.
You guys don't hear me cheering like that.
Talk to VJ, and it's just so evident the pride he carries for the Bahamas, where he grew up. This is his family in the stands here. And he says the toughness, the heart, and playing on concrete.
They're going to trade him. He's going to be like Drew, and they're going to trade him.
With the fourth pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Cant from Duke University.
Now, I reacted to this last time when I wasn't recording, and I was very shocked.
Good call, Andrea.
They didn't pick Ace.
Another
they picked
Duke
Cant.
Drafted here in the top five.
Shout out.
Knipple, he comes from a basketball family here. His mom, Shari, is the all-time leading scorer in Wisconsin Green Bay women's history.
With the fifth pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz select Arius Ace Bailey.
There he is.
From Rutgers University.
Ace. I feel sorry for him going to Utah.
Yeah, the question
but they
Ace Bailey was never about his talent, but simply where would the Big Ten all-freshman selection end up?
Right there.
And now we know. The Utah Jazz.
I like
with the sixth pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select Trey Johnson from the University of Texas.
Shout out, Trey. I don't know. You know, I don't know a whole lot about these guys. You know, you watch them in the March Madness. You do a little
sharing
homework.
This moment with his dad, Richard.
Yeah.
His
what I was saying was that this guy reminds me of the successor for Jordan Poole. Just because, like, look at his ankles. What is this man wearing? Or, like, this is like a Jared McCain wannabe. So, or, you know, that, what's that guy's Steven, oh my god, I'm blanking on his name. He's like, I wish I knew you wanted me. What's that dude's name? Oh my god, how am I forgetting his name? Alright, hold on. It's like it's not Steve Jobs. How am I forgetting this dude's name? Steve Lacy! Oh, it was Lacy. Gotta think of Eddie Lacy, okay. Steve Lacy.
Priscilla. And of course his
shout out though, Jordan Poole's successor right there.
With the 7th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the New Orleans Pelicans select Jeremiah Fears from the University of Oklahoma.
Gifted is the word our draft expert Jonathan
shout out Jeremiah
used to describe Jeremiah Fears. I would say swaggy as well.
With the 8th pick in the 2025 NBA
I like
Draft,
this pick right here.
The Brooklyn Nets select Yegor Demin.
Yegor, my boy. That's like reminds
University.
me of like that's like an 80s, 90s type of draft pick right there.
Yegor Demin is the first
Is it
player
Igor or
born
Yegor?
in Russia to be drafted since 2013.
Out of Russia?
He grew up in Moscow. His dad, Vladimir, played professionally in Russia.
With the 9th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Toronto Raptors select Colin Murray Boyles from the University of South Carolina.
Colin Murray Boyles sharing this moment with his
shout out to Colin,
Yvonne,
man. This guy's gonna be good.
Sean.
With the 10th pick in the 2025 NBA
I like this
Draft,
pick. This pick might be my
the Houston
favorite.
Rockets select Kaman Malawach.
This guy's gonna be good. This guy's gonna be very good.
The
Very
NBA
good.
Academy of Africa in Senegal and Duke University.
This guy's gonna be good. He reminds me of like a
The clear
like
emotion
Clint Capella a little
here
bit. You know, they got Sengun, so now they need that
Kaman
big guy,
Malawach
and that's that guy.
and his
right there.
family.
And now with the 11th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Portland Trailblazers select Cedric Coward from Washington State University.
Cedric! I love his chain, CC.
So the Portland Trailblazers
All black, that's like really nice.
select Colin Coward here. This is
Who did they pick?
select Colin Coward here.
Nobody's drafting that guy. Alright, nobody wants that old man. That engagement baiter. Nobody wants
This
that.
is a young man with the ultimate bet on yourself story.
I love that. I like that guy.
In the
I don't love him. I
2025
like him.
NBA Draft, the Chicago Bulls select
Might
Noah
love him. I've
Essengay
never met him.
from Saint-Jean-du-Bray, France, and the Club in Germany.
Nice. This is an interesting take.
Noah Essengay, one of the risers in this draft.
With the 13th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Derek Queen from the University of Maryland.
Shout out Maryland.
Some clear excitement from the fans here
why,
at
but
Barclays
shout out
Center.
Maryland.
And right there, Derek told me that sharing this moment with his mom and doing something great for her.
With the 14th pick in
my
the
hair looks
2025 NBA Draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Carter Bryant from the University of Arizona.
I like this pick. This guy's got a lot of potential. A lot of potential.
I think this quote from Arizona head coach Tommy Lloyd sums up Carter Bryant pretty well. He says, quote, he checks two boxes that are really hard to check.
Hopefully he doesn't have the
He's an
career
elite
similar,
talent,
similar to
and he has elite character.
With the 15th pick in the
you know that dude that was Cam, oh my god, bruh. I'm so sorry, y'all. What's that dude's name? Yeah, you don't know the dude. He was on the Lakers. Cam was in like Robbins or something. Reddish. Cam Reddish. Yeah, hopefully he doesn't have a similar career to Cam.
the 2025 NBA Draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Thomas Sorber from Georgetown University.
I think this was the last one I saw. I like the pick. The Big East, great pick. Oh, I was saying that the player who I really like in this draft, who I
This
know
is incredible
Cam
for
Jones.
Thomas,
He should
his
probably be
mom,
a second
and his
round pick.
sister.
I think he'll get picked.
This family
Remember Tim?
has a
Playmaking, he's got playmaking, he's got finishing, he can do everything. Maybe not defense. But, transition defense, so he would fit really well with the Pacers, to be honest with you. So, or any team he fits in would fit really well. But a team that excels in transition, he's going to be the guy. But we're talking about this guy, right?
Really moving story. His mother, Tanae, escaped the Liberian Civil War and came to the United States. And Thomas says that after his father passed away, his mom stepped into the role here.
With the 16th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft,
shout out to that guy's mom.
The Memphis Grizzlies select Yang Hansen from Zibo, China.
Yo, Yang!
And the Qingdao Eagles.
Qingdao Eagles? Yo, what?
So remember,
this guy's in crowd. What the hell?
On its way to
Alright, sorry, I had a little bit of a technical issue right here. But yeah,
ranked in the top 10 in field goal percentage. But Perk, I just love
Chinese basketball.
When a young man who doesn't know whether or not he'll hear his name called in the first round, he still
Young
comes
Henson.
and he sits in the stands and he waits for
looks
his
like
moment.
a big guy center.
Is that Rich
So
Paul
now they have Jaren Jackson.
As part of a
Young.
deal to be finalized later, the Portland Trailblazers are trading to the Memphis Grizzlies the draft rights to Cedric Coward, the 11th pick, and the Grizzlies are trading to the Trailblazers the draft rights to Yang Hansen, the 6th.
He just got... Alright, well, I guess he's not on Memphis. He's on Trailblazers. It's a good fit, okay. But Memphis, they just got Cedric... They just got Colin Coward, as that girl said. Oh, man, that's... I mean, they needed to fill in that Bane role. Maybe he could fill... But they got Jalen Wells, and they got all these other guys, Didn't they traded for Cole Anthony? But yeah, I like that.
16th pick.
I like that.
With the 17th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Johan Birangi from Strasbourg, France, and the Olympia Club in Slovenia.
Oh, okay. Johan
Berenger. He was born in France, but he played last season in Slovenia. And as a kid, he played soccer, but he actually began playing basketball when he grew out of his cleats and he couldn't find any new ones.
And with the 18th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select Walter Clayton Jr.
Whoa! I know that guy. That's a good pick. Where'd he go? The Wizards? would not see him on the Wizards. I don't think that's a good
fit. He gets
fit,
the call and we get to see it in real time.
I think he should go to him.
Absolutely. Motion's building up. You can tell he's been waiting to get his name called. And all of a sudden, he get a golden opportunity to go to Washington. And that young man is going to perform.
With the 19th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Nolan Traore.
Okay.
From Charenton, France, and the San Quentin basketball in France.
Oh, that guy's cheesing. He's cheesing. Yeah.
Nolan Traore, another French player drafted tonight. He comes to the NBA after spending last season playing for France's top pro league.
With the 20th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Miami Heat select Kasparis Jakučionis from Vilnius, Lithuania, and the University of Illinois.
That must be
Kasparis Jakučionis, nicknamed KJ.
Got that cleaned up.
You got that one?
I wasn't going to even try. I was going to work on it this summer.
With the 21st pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz select Will Riley from Kitchener, Canada, and the University of Illinois.
And so Illinois players go back to back. KJ and Will are now the first pair of Illinois first-round picks since Darren Williams and Luther Head.
Canada, though. You know them boys from Canada can hoop. SGA, Nemhard, Dort.
2005.
Kelly Olynyk.
We have another trade to announce. As part of a deal to be finalized later, the Washington Wizards are trading to the Utah Jazz the draft rights to Walter Clayton Jr.
Bruh. He just went from poverty to poverty.
The 18th pick. And the Jazz are trading to the Wizards the draft rights to Will Riley, the 21st pick. With the 22nd pick.
Okay, well, the Wizards definitely know what they're doing. They 100% know what they're doing. Because, I mean, look at their draft. They got Bub. They traded. Well, they got Denny Avdia. They traded him. They got Bub Carrington from that. Who else did they draft? Alex Sarr. They know what they're doing in the draft, so.
In the 2025 NBA Draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Drake Powell from the University of North Carolina.
Okay. UNC.
This pick, of course, Drake Powell is actually going to Brooklyn.
And with the
Oh, he's going to Brooklyn. Okay. Well, he's not even there.
Third pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the New Orleans Pelicans select Asa Newell from the University of Georgia.
So a Georgia guy staying in Georgia because, again, Asa Newell headed here to the Atlanta Hawks.
And with the 24th pick,
Atlanta also knows how to draft. The teams that really know how to draft, well, the Wizards have gotten a lot better, but the Trailblazers know how to draft, and the Atlanta Hawks know how to draft as well.
2025 NBA Draft.
So does OKC.
The Oklahoma City Thunder select Neek Clifford from Colorado State University.
And how fitting that he is wearing Sacramento Kings purple.
He's going to Sacramento.
As he hears his name called here. This is a young man.
See, this is why it's like, how am I have to listen.
Back to school
well,
at
not like
Colorado State last season, and it really paid off.
The 25th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Jace Richardson from Michigan State University.
Is this
With the 26th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Brooklyn Nets
unless that was him.
Ben Saraf from Gan Yoshia, Israel, and the Ulm Club in Germany.
Nets fans are
Is that him right there? Is that the guy that just got drafted? He looks a little young, a little undersized, but you know, they saw potential.
6'6" guard from Germany, but was born in Israel. He began his basketball pro career at 16.
And with the 27th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Brooklyn Nets
how many picks do the Nets have?
Danny Wolf from the University of Michigan.
University of what?
Select Danny Wolf from the University of Michigan.
Michigan, okay.
Danny. That roar from the crowd is these fans knowing that Danny Wolf has waited hours tonight to hear his name called. And now you see the mix of joy and relief as he shares this moment with his older brothers, Josh, Sam, Jake, his father, Joe, his mom, Tina.
That's where I'm going to go in this league. And
2025.
Bro, you didn't even get drafted and you're crying. I don't think I would. If my brother I don't have a brother. I guess my sister got drafted, I wouldn't cry. Maybe he's just overjoy, you know.
NBA Draft, the Boston Celtics select
Celtics auto draft too.
Hugo Gonzalez from Madrid and last played for Real Madrid.
This guy plays soccer?
With the 29th pick
in
the 2025 NBA Draft, the Phoenix Suns select Liam McNeely from the University of Connecticut.
UConn.
He waited all night, and here is his moment. He led UConn in points per game, second in rebounding, and of course he was a part of the Montverde team that went 33-0 alongside Cooper Flagg,
nice.
Derek Queen.
That's good. That's a great pick right there.
Pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the LA Clippers select Yannick Conan Niederhauser from Basel, Switzerland, and Penn State University.
Yannick Conan Niederhauser.
Yannick Conan Niederhauser.
Again, Perk, one of these young men who decided to come anyway, something you talked about.
You see this right here. Ace Bailey did not want to be drafted by the Utah Jazz.
With the 5th pick in the 2000, Ace Bailey from Rutgers University.
Shot like 65% on runners and floaters. He's just got
y'all are looking at too much feel.
This was not one of his preferred.
Yeah, he's trying to aura farm right there. Dude, be happy you just got drafted. Okay. NBA draft picks, I guess. I don't know. Let's look if there were any trades. Maybe those show us a little more if we click in depth. Okay. Maybe this isn't the website. But yeah, see this guy right here, I think he's going to be the winner of the draft. Kamen Moluch, or whatever he said his name. Him, he's going to be good. And also, Liam. Of course, Liam. Of course. NBA draft, trades. See if, we missed out on any of the trades. Best picks, surprising moves, and top trades from the draft. Let's take a peek. Let's take a little peek. Round 1, blah, blah, blah. Biggest winner. Wait, they traded him to Phoenix? They traded Common to Phoenix? See, this is what I'm talking about. They didn't even have that in there. Or maybe they did. Man, I gotta find like a better article. Hold on. Yeah, traded to the Suns. Traded to the Grizzlies. We saw that. Traded to the Pelicans. Okay. Traded to the Trailblazers. We saw that. Wizards. Traded to the Jazz, of course. Yep. I think we saw that. Traded to the Wizards. Yep. Drake got traded to the Nets. Traded to the Hawks. He got traded to the Hornets. Liam. Okay. Wow, why would the Suns do that? I guess they didn't need another guard. That sucks. Oh man, going from this. Oh. But was there not any like big name trades? NBA, I guess trades. It'll pop up somewhere. Transactions. Perfect. This is exactly what I'm looking for. This is not exactly what I'm looking for. I'll get back to you when I find the right website. Are you kidding me? Did I just read that right? Mark Williams got traded to the Suns? Suns traded for Hornets center Mark Williams on the same night they draft Common. Yo, the Suns. Oh my god. I mean, they got rid of Liam, I guess, for Mark Williams. I like that for the Suns. That's good. Okay. Yeah, he's not on the Lakers. He's on the Suns now. Honestly, I think I would want to be on the Suns more, just because the traffic in LA is just terrible. But you're playing for a historic franchise, and I just love Phoenix. I want to move there someday. But yeah, okay. I guess we'll just I think that was the only big trade, that just Mark Williams. Wow. That's alright. Let's check this guy. He gave out draft grades. Atlanta Hawks A. Okay. Boston Celtics B. For Hugo? For the footballer? Brooklyn Nets C+. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they got Danny Wolf, and you give it a C+? Come on, man. And they got Igor, my boy. Okay. Hornets A-. They got Khan, Liam. Okay, that's it. 2 guards, I guess. Yeah, now what are they going to do at center? What? I mean, okay. B+, A+, just for getting Cooper Flag at 1, of course. Yeah. A-. They picked him at 30. Yannick. Oh, it was that guy, that Niederhauser. Okay. B for getting Colin Coward. A-, B, C-, B, A-. Okay. A- for VJ Edgecombe at 3? Not even an A? Yeah, these guys A. I would give him an A+, to be honest. Like, this guy is going to be crazy. With Mark Williams, too. But they play some lister who's going to spread the floor for them, but they'll figure that out. D- for getting the guy from the Chinese basketball. Yo, that is disrespectful, dude. Come on. Hassan Yang, he's going to be good. Okay, B, A, Dylan Harper. Yeah. C for getting Colin. Ace Bailey. B? And Walter Clayton. B? Bruh. Who wrote this article? Alright, let's find the perpetrator of who gave the frickin' Utah Jazz a B. Is it this guy? That's Kurt. Shout out to Kurt. It is that guy! Kurt. Figure shit out, man. Alright, that's gonna do it. Thank you for watching, and yeah, see you in the next video. Peace.